Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Coach's Call. I'm your host, Guido Perino. Thank you for joining me. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing so we can have fun together as we talk sports. And the sports thing I want to talk about today is what everybody else is talking about, Connor McDavid and the hit on McDavid at the end of the game against the Vancouver Canucks. And I'm going to bring you back, folks. Look at what's happened here is really 2 months have passed since we last talked about a hit like this when Rielly of the Toronto Maple Leafs took some of his own liberties on Greig of the Ottawa Senators. And that was a cross-check to the face and head. And that resulted in, I believe, a 5-game suspension, which at the time I said, give him 20 plus games. I gave some older examples of what the NHL did in the past, but I knew they weren't going to give him 20 games. I had said at the time somewhere between 3 and 5. I think it landed at 5. Look at when you look at this play, and I'm going to stop here. I'm going to show you a clip from Sportsnet broadcast. I'm going to show you the clip, and then I'm going to come back. So let's check this out.
Whistles, and here's the first push, and the slash back, and then the cross check on the numbers. And then
Now, when you see that clip, you're going to have some people saying, "Oh yeah, but McDavid slashed Soucy first." Well, you rewind it a little more. Soucy gives him the push. McDavid gives him the little tap on the shin, and then Zadorov comes in behind McDavid, cross-check to the back, and Soucy cross-check to the face. So yeah, you could say, "Oh, all these little things happen," and leading up to it. Those are penalties, right? Those are penalties. But the cross-check to the head, the cross-check to the face, I've been consistent in saying any headshots deserve something greater than what the NHL is prepared to dish out. Okay. There was a lot of outrage when Rielly got 5 games. Oh my God, 5 games. How could it be 5 games? Right. But it wasn't enough. And the reason I know it wasn't enough is because we still have hits like this happening, right? Hits to the face, hits to the head that are deliberate. They're not part of a hockey play. And that's where I'm saying to you, what's going to happen here? It's the playoffs. This is the NHL. So there's 2 sets of rules now, right? During the regular season, I think it's 5 games. During the playoffs, there's a whole new set of rules. Maybe. You wouldn't know it sometimes, but maybe there is, right? So at the low end of the thing, of the spectrum here, he's going to get 1 game, okay? At the high end, if I apply the logic that they used during the regular season, he'll get 5 games. Or somewhere between there, 1 and 5. We don't know, NHL. We don't know. You have no consistency. We just don't know sometimes. We think we know that what you're going to do, but we don't really know. And we're left to guess. Oh, well, if they consider the tap on the shin, if they consider it a part of a hockey play, it is the playoffs, so you don't want to punish somebody. All these just stupid rules, right? At the end of the day, it's a cross-check to the face, and Soucy should get 20 games, in my opinion. Otherwise, like the Rielly hit, there's no consequences. And if there's no consequences, who cares? Just go around hitting people in the face. And I know you guys are going to bring up other things. You're going to bring up the Florida Panthers, and you're going to bring up the Bruins and Bennett and Marchand and all these things. And I'm consistent. I don't care what team I cheer for or like. If you hit somebody in the head, it's 20 plus games starting. And then there's got to be a formula to eventually, get worse for the offender. Look, here's what I've learned so far, not just this playoffs, but leading up to this playoffs, okay? Every NHL team fan base finds something wrong with these 3 things: the refs, Gary Bettman, and the color of the sky, especially when their team loses. Now, that said, the officiating has been consistently bad this playoffs, okay? The suspension or the forthcoming suspension might be equally as bad and inappropriate. Thank you for joining me. That's the Coach's Call. Hope you come back, subscribe, tap subscribe so you're here with me. Take care, folks.